Hey everyone, and welcome to another board meeting. We're going to be learning the game Century Golem Edition, a 2 to 5 player game designed by Emerson Matsuuchi and produced by Plan B Games. Now, Century Golem Edition is actually just a reskin of a different game called Century Spice Road. The only difference between the game is the artwork and the theme. So this how-to would work just as well for Century Spice Road as well. I chose to get the Golem edition just because I enjoyed the artwork a little better, so choose the game that looks best to you the most. Now in Century Golem edition, we will be gem traders in a caravan using merchant cards to collect and trade crystals, all for the purpose of trying to buy these Golem point cards. Our ultimate goal is to have more points than the other players by counting up all the points on our golems, plus any coins we've gathered along the way. Let's start setting up the game. To set up Century, first shuffle the Golem point cards to form a deck. Then draw 5 cards and place them beside the deck to form the Golem row. Place a pile of copper coins equal to the number of players times 2 above that first Golem. Then place the same number of silver coins above the second Golem. Each player grabs the 2 starting merchant cards which have the purple borders on the face-up side. Shuffle the rest of the merchant cards to form a deck underneath the Golem deck. Now draw 6 cards and place them to the left to form the merchant row. Place all of the crystals nearby, making sure to keep them in order from yellow, green, blue, and pink. Shuffle the caravan cards and give 1 to each player. The player that receives the caravan card with the crystal symbol on the top right will become the first player. Now put crystals on your caravan card depending on which player you are. The first player will get 3 yellow crystals. The second and third players will get 4 yellows, while the fourth and fifth players will receive 3 yellows and 1 green. After setup, play will begin. Each player takes a turn, going in clockwise order, starting with the first player. On a player's turn, they must perform one of the 4 actions, and only one. They can play a merchant card, acquire a merchant card, rest, or claim a point card. Playing merchant cards is what you're going to be doing the most of, and it will be how you will acquire the crystals you need to purchase your Golem cards. To play a merchant card, take a card from your hand and place it face up in front of you, and then execute the card's effect. That card will stay out of your hand until you rest. There are 3 different types of merchant cards. There are crystal cards, upgrade cards, and trade cards. When you play a crystal card, take the number and color of the crystals shown on that card and place them on your caravan card. When you play an upgrade card, you may upgrade the number of times as gray crystals shown on that card. Here we can upgrade twice. When you upgrade, take a crystal from your caravan and upgrade it to the next rarity level of crystal. Remember that the rarity goes from yellow to green to blue and to pink. You could upgrade 1 crystal 2 levels or upgrade 2 crystals 1 level. So for example, I could upgrade a yellow crystal twice to turn it into a blue crystal. Or I could take 2 yellow crystals and upgrade them once each to make them both green. The final cards are trade cards. To play one, return the crystals shown above the arrow to the general supply from your caravan card, and then take the crystals shown below the arrow and add those back to your caravan to complete the trade. That trade can be done multiple times on your turn if you have the appropriate crystals for it. Your caravan has a limit of 10 crystals. At the end of a player's turn, if they have more than the 10 crystals, they must return any crystals of their choice back to the supply until they are back down to 10. Let's get into the second action that you can take, and that is acquiring a merchant card. You can take the farthest left merchant card for free, but if you want a merchant card farther right along the row, you have to place a crystal of any type on each card you skip this way. Once you have taken the merchant card, that card goes into your hand. If there were any crystals on that card, those crystals are now added to your own caravan. Now slide all cards to the left, filling in any empty spots, and then reveal a new merchant card so that there is always 6 in that row. The third action you can take is resting. To rest, simply just take all of the cards that you have placed face up in front of you on previous turns back into your hand. Now to claim a golem. To claim a golem point card, you must have all of the crystals shown at the bottom of that point card. Return all the crystals shown back to the general supply. Take that golem card and place it face down in front of you. If there were any coins above that golem you took, take one of those coins. Now, like the merchant deck, slide all the golems to the left, filling any empty spaces, then reveal a new golem card, making sure there is always 5 golems. If you ever take the last copper coin, slide the silver coin pile to the leftmost golem. Once a player has taken their 5th point card, or 6th in the case of a 2 to 3 player game, finish out the current round of play. So stop play after the player in the last position takes their turn. The game is over now. Each player adds up all points from the golem cards, all copper and silver points. Copper coins are worth 3 points and silver coins are worth 1 point. Each non-yellow crystal on your caravan is worth 1 point. So here this player would have 67 points from golems, 6 points from silver coins, 2 points from bronze coins, and 3 points from leftover crystals, giving this player a total of 78 points. The player with the most points wins the game. If there is a tie, the last player to take a turn wins the tie. And that is how you play Century Golem Edition.